Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We are continuing our playthrough on Timberborn down in Beavertopia. And we finished off last time. We have just gone past the drought cycle, and a few things have happened. We've just gone and blown this out, and that is going to allow us to get some water in here permanently, which should hopefully keep our maple forest permanently watered. Fingers crossed. Something else that I've just got to notice is that this has actually dried out a little bit, because this has dried out. So what I'm going to do for that is a very, very simple fix, and hopefully it all works out. I'm simply going to blow this down one more level. Can they reach the last one? Yes, they can. Beautiful. So we're going to go and simply widen that by 1, so hopefully that decreases evaporation rate. And so therefore increases the fertility here. Of course, having it wider as well will just increase fertility on its own anyway. Or not fertility, irrigation distance. Fertility is potentially the right word. Other than that, I did quickly, just before I started, went and paused 2 observatories. We've got 55,000 science. The only 2 really big things we've got this, which is 32. Everything else is just small little things that aren't really going to take much science to get going forward. And we were also working on our beavers' happiness. We have our dance hall up and running. We did some detailers. We put a lovely Brazilian and Welsh flag onto the tails of our beavers so they can dance away whilst representing their countries. And that's kind of where we were going. Now, we do have our little bit of nonsensical fun over here, where we're going to basically be beaver statuing one of the entrances to our kingdom, so that all who come know they are entering the great beaverdom. There is another small project which I don't want to let you know what is yet. It's something I'm very much looking forward to doing. It will probably be done on... Okay, no, they don't take too much logs. We've got plenty of planks and plenty of gears. Okay. It is something that I'm very much looking forward to doing. It'll probably be done in a fast forward style video, because it will... What I'm planning could literally take hours. And I mean hours. Possibly like 24, if I'm perfectly honest. It's not a small thing I'm thinking of, but I think you'll agree with me, but by the end it should be massively impressive. Like, huge. So there is that. We're going to go and chuck this down to be more gears. We're going to go and chuck this down. Thinking potentially to be, be some more planks. Now, yep. Just for some of you out there that are potentially starting to work it out, what could I possibly be needing all of this? All of these materials for? Who only knows? We're going to go ahead and grab a 3rd one there for metal. That should increase our overall capacity for a lot of our stuff. And okay. So, and that would also get some capacity over in District 1, because a lot of our big capacity is over in District 2 as well. That also just, you know, spreads the love a little bit. Let's go ahead and fast forward now and start to get things done. We've got to cap this off with our dam. That'll allow water in, but also hold it in. I was about to say if that's overflowing. That should be overflowing, but that's not overflowing. I built the dam afterwards. We are... Oh, we've gone and built this. Go and detonate that just as water starts coming through. Great timing. And so that should irrigate... It should irrigate more of the land, because up to a 3-wide channel is the maximum width of irrigation that you can basically then go and achieve. So that should push irrigation further out, which would be very nice. Now, we also have the problem of this drying out, simply due to the fact that we now have this pump there, which takes away more of the water. So I think with that as well, we possibly need to cap off our water supply area as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go one across here just so it takes a few less dams, and then we're going to go ahead and cap it off here. And then, of course, we need to actually allow them to get to said building sites. And so we are going to... How do I choose to get round here? Now this one's fairly simple. A nice, easy... Yes, I have gone and done that correctly. A nice, easy path by there. And this will allow them to build those dams. The ones on the... Oh, I suppose, no, once I've gone and built these dams, I can simply... Now, it's very, very uneconomical, but it saves me building too much extra stuff. Let's have them run around. That'll work. We can leave them to beaver away, and they shall get that done. Now, we do have 15 spare beavers and 5 spare bots. I have 5 spare bots in District 2. And I think we could do with a couple more buildings. Now, my power is holding up. It's holding up. I have gone and taken these out, and these do take 200 apiece, so... But then they turn off overnight. Ooh. All of the things that could happen and be chosen to do. I'm going to turn my smelter on for a bot. And we don't need the explosives factory turned on. We are capped out at explosives. 410 explosives. Should probably keep us going for a while. What I am going to do is I am going to chuck down another wood workshop. And that will, of course, be bot run. And I do want to keep a little bit of a spare number of bots. Because, of course... Yes, we were just transferring a bot across there, clearly. You know, you're going to end up losing a few bots. You might suddenly have one go down to energy shortage. So having a tiny bit of leeway is always good. Well, there you go. That's gone and been done already. We're actually quite low on pine resin, believe it or not. Well, I'll be. Go and chuck that in there, and let's not go and chuck that in there. I don't have a forester over here to plant any trees for me. So there is kind of that problem. Like, I definitely have irrigated land. That's not a problem. It's just a case of if I'm happy to plant trees there. Then for what I'm doing. And then, of course, I need to go and get myself a forester back. Let's go and chuck a forester in there. Let's then go and chuck those stairs down. And then we are going to ask him to plant me some pine. And we can go up to 1 short of the turn, and yep, that's actually all good. All the way down. Yes, okay. Go and grab more pine. We'll just basically pop a bit more pine in there. Just on the peripheries of our giant maple forest. That'll just allow us to get a bit more pine resin, because we're actually a little bit short. And it's because, potentially because this is being ignored a little bit, because I have told him to focus on maple syrup. I'm going to let him focus on whatever's closest. I'm going to have just one focus on maple syrup. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful, folks? Let's turn it around the right way. Just representing, flashing his ass on the top of that wonderful tower. Yeah, we'll just have the one guy focus on maple syrup. With this forest, admittedly, it's going to take a while. With this forest coming online in another cycle, we will be able to up our maple syrup, sorry, production. 12 free workers, 4 free bots. I'm going to bot out these 2. That leaves me down to 2 free bots, which is probably what I will keep it at. And then I will use the beavers for everything else. I'm going to go and platform this out, ready for further expansion. So yeah, we seem to make a good number of planks, a good number of gears. I mean, I would hope so, with all of that production going on. We have our paper mill. Now we are ripe with paper. So that's not a problem either. And then the one thing we kind of don't have yet is a printing press. Not only will this help with bots, it would also help happiness with beavers, because it makes books and punch cards. And let's just take paper and planks. It would also mean turning this back on, but that's fine. We can also keep increasing our number of treated planks in the background as well. Now, of course, we are having a slight log problem. Even then, it is kind of going up. I mean, if we stop spending them so much, maybe we'll actually see what happens. But I think as well... I mean, it's quite funny. So all of these trees at the back at the top, we can't even reach, to be perfectly honest. Although this guy should be able to. Yeah, he can. That's good. I am going to go and... Ooh, although... What is this guy's range going to end up being? Oh, he can get... all of the ones on the bottom... He just can't really get up to the next level that much. I think that's okay. I'm going to go and stick another lumberjack in there. No, in fact, no, let's be a little bit more creative with this, shall we? Let's go and stick our lumberjack in here. That'll help give him increased range as well. And of course, why not? We've got someone here. Let's go and patch in this spot that we've got left with a couple of oak trees. Okay, things are looking good. Now, of course, if we do go and flood this whole area like we were potentially thinking about last episode, it most definitely would give us a lot of foresting area for us to then go ahead and use. I mean, it would irrigate a lot of land. I could go ahead and do that. I could build some dams. It doesn't look like this is ever going to fill up past the dam point. I mean, this is... I would need to put floodgates here. As opposed to dams to keep it higher. I mean, I suppose I could put floodgates everywhere, really. There wouldn't be a problem with that. And just let it overspill. We could go ahead and do that, which I might look at doing. If we were to... Let's see what this would look like. So let's go and grab... I could even... No, I don't want to double floodgate it. I don't want the water to get that high, I don't think. I'm very surprised how this water doesn't cause more pollution, but not actually. This is all going to become clean water as well. Which is fantastic, actually. In essence, all of this will be clean water. Can also level this down a little bit, which would create more forestable land. Same with this side. I could definitely lower that level. Let's go and... start the Great Arable Land project. Part of reached by any builders, that's all good. Well, it's low priority now. Let's focus on finishing our aqueduct. Then we would need some in here. And some by here. I think we could basically flood everything. Too far to reach. Let's go ahead and give them a little tiny walkway. Go. That'll allow them to get to the other side. Then I can actually go and do the same thing. I'm not quite sure what size I need. There you go, just here. Build it from this side. Yes, you know, give the people in District 2 something to build. I don't like my beavers getting bored, you know? Is this actually going to allow me to get down? Yes, it is. Give them something to build. And so that blocks off... Oh, we need to do this exit as well. I went to do the quick check as to what comes next, and the very first one I found I haven't done. So that's one exit that needs to be... Oh, no, wait. I'm going to open this, aren't I? That's why that doesn't need building. I'm being silly. So that's going to open up. And that will flood all of this. This will come around to here. I do need to demolish this as well, and this. But I don't need to build anything there. I do need to build something there. And then this will be demolished, which will then need something built there. But that's all good. And that is going to be the grand flooding plan. And that should irrigate all of this area. That is a huge area where we are going to get water to. Right, let the great building go. And look, our logs are finally starting to creep up. Slowly, but they are getting there. Hopefully our forest is perpetual. That's my only hope. And part of me wants to irrigate this land as well. Have that full of water. I could do, it would just mean building another little irrigation channel again. Wouldn't be a problem. Wouldn't be a problem at all. Water level comes up to one level lower. Let's look to do this. So what would we need? We would need. Start off by going. Oh, where do we go to? About here, I reckon. We need to get rid of some trees. Point one. Back down. 2. Back down to 1. And that will level us off a nice channel. I'm going to go ahead and build a set of stairs there. And I need to remove some resources. Right, we'll leave them to do that for a little while and then we'll come back. Yep, logs are continuing to go up, treated planks are going up, planks are going up, gears are going up. It's all a bit of a slow climb, but it is all getting there. And everything's just moving along very nicely. And like I said, the only thing that we don't really have going anywhere is books and punch cards. Now, in terms of happiness, we've got a 26 over here and a 32 in my home district. Now, of course, that is because this is where I have focused more of my happiness. I mean, over here, for instance, they don't even have a detailer. Let's see if I can go ahead and fix that problem. Click on well-being. Let's find our detailer. Can I hide it? No, can't hide it underneath uprights, unfortunately. Which means I think our detailer is going to go here. Now, for these detailers, we're going to keep the exact same flags. As you can see, I do have a couple in here. We've got some default ones. I grabbed a couple off someone on Discord, which was very nice of them. And so, yeah, that's basically what we have available to us. And these are in range of the bulletin pole, hence why I've built them there. So that as people get their tails detailed, they can also read some news out of the corner of their eye and get a nice bonus from that. So how's our building work going? Oh, we've got those done and we've got these done. Fantastic. Now, I've been a little bit special in this regards because this is going up to the height of 1. Let's go and demolish that one. Because, for instance, I should have built this the other side, and then I could have actually demolished this. But at this current point, it's too far away. Wasn't the smartest of me. So, with that, what could we do? What could we do? No, I would need at least a little 2 drawbridge. I'll go and build that on there. I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to keep this one. I quite like the look of it. But I'm going to go, I'll remove this one once it's been done. This is up to a height of 1. We don't want any backwash coming through. But let's, I don't think there's any worry about that. It's not even moving. I don't think there's a drop down there. No, there's not. It's just that low, ladies and gentlemen. Most of it is being kept up in here. Keep removing these pieces one by one. Just so we don't get any beavers stuck. There you go. That should all be removed in one go. And then we do actually need to get in, however, and remove a few other bits. Which, I'm just going to make my beavers run, basically. Going to be a hideous building chain, but it just has to be done. We go down there, and back up there. Mark all 3 of these for demolition. They can disappear. And let's chain this up. Again, it's not going to be efficient. It's not going to be pretty, but it will get the job done. So that will get them to that one. Obviously, we're not going to destroy that one. That is the final piece. And then once they get up here... and get them going around to here. And let's go ahead and demolish these 3. Oh. And we'll come back and make sure we get these 2 as well. And that'll be a very good start, actually. What I might do, kind of cheekily. Well, if I'm going to do that, I feel like I could do a much better production chain from here. I want to come and get these guys to help this out because, you know, having the resources and the beavers from... Oh, wait, this is not going to work, is it? This can be deleted already because, of course, you have to be able to get to... the rubble to be able to delete it. Cancel both these sides of demolition. That should allow them to get to that one piece. And then let's go and fill in that path. And just when he thinks he's done... No, it's not going to be the same guy that turns around. I was trying to get to do. Trying to see if I can get him to turn around. Right, so we've removed this rubble. We've removed that rubble and that rubble. Things are looking much better. We will save the rest of the rubble for now. Because that gives us a height of 1. What we do also need to do, actually, is probably build some floodgates right here to help control this. So let's go ahead and grab some floodgates. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same little thing we did earlier. This may as well make it all the way over to the other side. Let us irrigate this land, basically. And wait, you have to actually get down there to be able to demolish it. But I can build from here at least. Let's go and put ourselves a horrible little set of stairs as well. Hit demolish on the first one. Then demolish on the second one. Hit demolish on the third one. And let's watch this whole area just fill up and get wonderfully irrigated. Look at the water go. Now, of course, it is dropping out of here. We've hopefully not left it too late in this current cycle. I think we'll be okay. That should stop there. That should stop there. That will, of course, fill this up. Nice and rapidly. Plenty of water available to us. Of course, when that then jumps up here, we will get even more. Let's go and build our floodgates. And what height do we want to try and hold these in at? 0.8? There you go. We've got that flood, that drought coming even. So we do actually need to get these built and the water level up. Should be fine. We've got 3 days. Drop that down to a 0.8. We actually do want to get rid of this rubble as well. That can be easily done. Go ahead and get a couple of sets of stairs. Path that up. Oh, beautiful. These are now set. They'll just hold in the water for a second and allow it to go back up because it's gotten very low. That's going to allow this area to flood. The water's still coming in. Hopefully we can fill all that back up before the drought hits. Right, let's one by one go back across here. Again, we don't want any stuck beavers. And look at that irrigation slowly come down. Now we can get rid of that piece at the same time. That piece at the same time. And then get rid of that final piece. If you look at it, ladies and gentlemen, we have flooded the valley and irrigated the land. Now, unfortunately, I don't know. It's a little bit disappointing to me. I mean, I get it, and I'm perfectly okay with it kind of thing. But just how water doesn't rise so much through the earth. Because, you know, you kind of get these really nice valleys and stuff. And, you know, you've got these... And I just feel now that, like, this is... I either have to dynamite this and make this all irrigated land, or I have to start building water pumps to get the water up to the top and then cascading back down. I mean, I suppose it, you know, does potentially try and force you to make waterfalls and stuff, but, you know, then you technically have to attempt to hold the water in at every level, and I don't know, it just seems... I feel like it's a bit wasteful of land. You know, I either dynamite it down, which is probably what's going to happen, or it just stays unirrigated land. It'd be nice if there was a bit of a better solution, maybe. How are we doing? This is kind of filling up. Oh, there you go. No, it's filled up just nicely. Hoping we eventually... There you go. We're getting a slight overflow. That's generally how I want things to go, so that will then slowly replenish this. So it's all working as it should do, basically. The only thing kind of missing is I really feel like they put that hole there to make you fill it up with the water. And I'm not sure that's how I want to go, but I feel like that's what they really want you to do. And so that, I mean, it's made the map look a little bit nicer, but hasn't really given me any practical land to use, if I'm perfectly honest. That didn't actually do a huge amount for me. But this will do. Go ahead and blow up the bottom level. Let's go ahead and finish the top level. Go ahead and mark this as a priority. Let's just get this out of the way for me. So I can just leave them to do their thing once I place this last piece of dynamite. And all of this should be, yep, within range as well. Nice. And of course, once this is built, we don't have to worry about any of this bad water either. And we're doing actually pretty well. We are coming towards-ish the end. We have one more upright to get done. And like I said, I did... Part of me wants to cheekily just go and... Yeah, now this isn't going to be a pretty path. But it's all going to disappear after a while. This will in essence just give a helping hand to finish getting our aqueduct done. I mean, with that, they should be able to get to most of this dynamite and help build this last upright as well. Now, like I said, it's not pretty, and I reckon we can do something to help out that, just so they don't have to go all the way around. Let us... And it's still not going to be pretty, don't get me wrong. It's still very much not going to be pretty. Go and... Chuck that up there. So what we'll end up seeing is I'm just going to wait till they've built what they can before I connect the path. This is currently 219 at this crossroads. Let's see how many points we can take off that. Let's go ahead and remove that set of stairs. No longer required. Go ahead and move that set of stairs. That's also no longer required. Let's get rid of that little bit of pathing. Look at them planting that dynamite, helping out already. Let's just go and make this a priority. Let's make their lives easier. Currently, as it is, this will all take priority because it's all just normal build level. And so that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3. That's supposed to be a 4 and then a 5. Okay, that will take a little bit of work. What I should do, and which I'm going to do, because it just makes things easier, is if I actually build this a little bit better, what I can do is make my life easier when it comes to actually getting in the rest of the way for the rest of the dynamite. Okay, we're gonna, which I haven't done for any of these episodes yet, but I'm gonna do now. We're gonna take a quick pause, as in of the episode, just so I can kind of fast forward this a little bit and sort of flash you back in once we've done a bit more of this building, just to show you where we are. So, in the blink of an eye, folks, we'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with that quick flash forward? Flash forward? Flash? Yeah, that's the right words. That didn't quite sound right to me. It's like Flash? No, that's a Queen song. That's a great movie from the 80s. Nope, yeah, that's the right word. We have basically, so this is what our beavers have managed to achieve. So by plonking down that extra set of stairs, we've taken about 100 off the pathing route, which is fantastic. And thanks to that, our beavers from District 2 have now managed to help chuck all of this dynamite down, as well as they have put a good work into helping build this upright as well. Now, a problem we are massively suffering from is logs in District 2. We're just struggling too much. We use them all for our industry, and our forests over here just cannot keep up. Now, over in District 1, we have about 1,200 of the buggers, 1,300 of the buggers. We're sweet, we're happy, we're done. So I think what I'm going to go and do is not necessarily what I was looking to do, shall we say, but I think it is time to, in essence, fill this up. And so to go ahead and do that, I am going to go and blow a path here. It will end up being a path here as well. Oh, wait. I think I've gone too... Yes, I've gone too much. I don't want triple dynamite. I want double dynamite. I'm getting dynamite happy, folks. I am getting dynamite happy. Yes. Let's try that one again. Let's go double dynamite. Nothing was lost in the creation of this dynamite. And that will, in essence, allow me to flood this area. Although, again, I say that it's not going to be able to be filled up because it's too high. Do you know what? Let's reverse this idea. Let's not use dynamite at all. Let's not get dynamite happy. Go and remove that dynamite as well. I think we are going to have to go for a good old-fashioned water dump. No, I'm not a great fan of the manualness of these items. We do, however, have plenty of water, so that's not a problem. And we will be dumping water. Yes, that is correct. Let's go and prioritize this over everything else. Now, we do want to do some dynamiting. Come up here, because we are going to want to level off some of this ground. What we're going to do is we're going to dynamite that all down one level. And then we'll dynamite that down, and then we'll end up seeing kind of where we go from there. And I'm also going to just dynamite off this little bit as well. Just make it all too deep. And so that'll go all the way down to there. And so, once again, I'm just going to do a quick flash forward, and then we'll see what that looks like. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you join me as we come towards the end of the episode. This has filled up nicely. As you can see, this is what we're going to use for our forestry area. We are putting more dirt blocks down. And, of course, as per usual, our beavers are stuck. And for some reason, I'm not sure why. See, if we build a dirt block, it moves the beavers. But I've built the set of stairs. But instead of finishing the set of stairs and moving the beavers and letting them escape, it is, in fact, just not finishing the set of stairs. It's very, very weird. But, yeah, I'm not quite sure on that one. What we are going to do is... attempt to dislodge our beavers, basically. Get these ones all built first. And let's see if we can't dislodge our beavers a little bit. And maybe even bring them back up to the top level. Not if you build from that side, we're not going to be able to. Okay. Well, hey, and they all popped up to the top. That is fantastic. I was expecting them all to end up in there. Okay, well, we've just got rescued the beavers by magical displacement. And so, yeah, we'll finish leveling this off, as you can see. So this is going to become our massive forestry area. Now, I'm conscious that I don't want to completely block off this river. Let's leave it at that. Then let's come and level this off. And level that off. There you go. So that's going to become our forestry area. That's all irrigated, I hope, from this, which should keep constantly at maximum because we have a lovely fluid dump topping it up whenever it starts to drop down. And then, so like I said, this will become our forestry area. That will be next episode, however, and we will hopefully solve our log problem, at least for District 2. As you can see, overall, we're fantastic. District 2, we suck. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, and with the almost completion of our aqueduct, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let's blow up some dynamite just before I leave. And until we see you again, as per always, I hope that you'll stay safe, happy, and healthy.